You can't expect real love from fake effort, and with many of us now using AI to navigate relationships, this illusion of effort is more dangerous than ever. You see, we're outsourcing our intuition and intention to AI, bypassing human connection and contribution for robotic convenience and efficiency. Today, I will explain a simple framework backed by 3 signals to build deeper connection, as well as show you how you can use AI to enhance romantic resonance instead of destroying it. So we've established that romantic resonance is when love feels right, not just looks right. But it's fragile, especially in a world of synthetic intimacy and artificial romance. That's why I developed this simple framework. First, the internal foundation. Connection is equal to attention plus intention. It defines what creates connection in the first place. Then the external expression, presence, contribution, specificity. It defines how connection shows up and is sustained. Without both, romantic relationships can turn into practical arrangements, a partnership that looks polished on the surface but hollow at its core. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lakan and I explore how we can make better decisions and build holistic success so that we can live rich, fulfilled and happy lives. Let's go. So attention is the quality of awareness you actively direct towards your partner. It manifests by your partner feeling seen, not just accompanied. The signal of attention is presence, where your partner feels it through steady eye contact, unhurried listening, and non-competition with other thoughts in the room. And without attention, presence collapses into absence. Here's an easy exercise you can start doing to be more attentive, one that I've done recently. Instead of asking someone, "How are you doing?" ask them, "What are you feeling?" This often catches people by surprise and encourages them to be more attentive, instead of just robotically responding with, "I'm okay and you." By simply reframing the question, the conversation shifts from general surface-level chit-chat to genuine connection. For a more robust solution, especially if you're an ambitious, high-performing couple, you need to create attention blocks. Yes, I know it's not cute, but it works. These blocks are not so that you can talk more or spend more time together, but blocks free of distraction. You are both fully present. Because here's the truth, even if you speak every day and share the same space, if either of you are multitasking or mentally preoccupied, you're not going to be fully attentive. This is where many of us go wrong, including me. And when you get called out, you get defensive, like, "What do you mean I don't give you attention? We speak all the time." But you're actually just sharing a quantity of time, not quality time. So step 1, schedule a 20-minute attention block at least twice a week. Put it in your calendars as meeting invites that you don't cancel unless something significant pops up. This is not free time, this is protected attention. Step 2 is to set a reminder on the invite 10 minutes before the meeting, to give each other time to comfortably transition from what you may currently be preoccupied with. Remember, many people struggle to be attentive when they need to switch focus or contexts. Step 3 is to communicate attentively with each other about whatever you'd normally discuss, but without distraction. Or if you want to add a twist, use AI to spark new questions or ideas, making the conversation more playful or even more profound. And as you talk, jot down a few notes. They'll become valuable material in the next exercise. Picture this, it's Tuesday night, you're both at home, technically together, but one of you is still in a meeting that ended hours ago, and the other doom scrolling just to feel something. You talk, but it's just updates. Busy, fine, same. There's a dullness, almost like a ghost presence between you. Then the 10-minute reminder hits. You close the laptops, put your phones away, and for 20 minutes, land your attention. No multitasking, no pretending. And suddenly your partner stops speaking like a colleague and starts speaking like a human. That's why attention blocks work. You're not just talking more. You're finally present enough for something real to surface. If you implement these attention blocks, you'll stop relying on "we talk all the time" as proof of connection, and start creating real quality time where your partner can actually feel you. You'll notice less miscommunication, less defensiveness, and more closeness, because you're meeting each other with full presence instead of divided attention. And over time, that consistency rebuilds trust and romantic resonance, even during a busy season. Now let's move on to intention, which is the direction and meaning behind what you do. It's the difference between performing good partner behavior and genuinely choosing a partner on purpose. Intention answers the question, why am I doing this and what do I want you to feel? The signal for intention is contribution, which is the proof of work that costs you something: thoughts, time, energy. Here's a quick exercise you can start doing to be more intentional, one that I do regularly. Before you take any action, ask yourself, what is my intention? You should be able to answer this easily and concisely. If not, pause, because you're probably just acting like a robot on autopilot. And an answer of because I should or it's the right thing to do is insufficient. This stops performative behavior because it forces alignment between what you do and why you do it. Now let's assume you've started practicing the attention blocks we've discussed in the previous exercise. You both actually gain something most couples overlook: up-to-date, real data. By being present, you've noticed what's actually happening in your partner's world. You have insights. With that foundation, the next step is intention. Because attention without intention can still become passive. You can notice your partner, but still not meaningfully contribute to them. Intention is where you take what you've learned from being attentive and turn it into deliberate actions that makes your partner feel chosen. Similarly to the previous exercise, now you need to create intention blocks. But these are more fun because they now become your date nights. But not generic date nights. These are planned contributions with intention behind them. I'm taking you out because it's date night is compliance. But I'm taking you out because I want you to feel appreciated after the week you've had is intention. Same action, completely different outcome. So step 1 is to schedule 2 intention blocks per week. 1 hour on a weekday and 2 hours on a weekend. Again, put it in your calendars as a meeting invite so you don't cancel. And you may be thinking, shoo, twice a week is a lot, but intention dies when you only do it when you have time. For step 2, each partner takes turns planning the date night, alternating each week. Spend only a maximum of 30 minutes planning, enough to be thoughtful without overcomplicating it. This is also where AI can enhance the experience. Provide the AI with the insights and notes you've taken in the previous exercise, the attention blocks, and ask it to generate some options for you to choose from. You still make the decision and carry it out, only using AI to support the contribution rather than replacing it. Every intention block should also include a simple statement. I planned this because I want you to feel ... The outcome must be clear and concise. That's how you avoid the fancy dinner fallacy. And finally, step 3, enjoy yourselves by going on a meaningful date. Also, before you leave home or pick up your partner, give them a handwritten note that sets the intention. I know that you've been feeling X, so I've planned tonight to help you feel Y. And don't try to manage the date like a project. Really lean into the electricity, chemistry, and magnetism of the moment. If the mood shifts, adapt. Remember, presence beats a plan. And at the end of the night, ask your partner, how do they feel? If your intention landed, wonderful. If not, don't press in that moment. Save that conversation for the next attention block so that the evening closes on connection rather than critique. Picture this, a generic date is dinner. It looks good, but it doesn't feel good. An intention block is different. You plan around an outcome. I want you to feel relieved and chosen. So you remove friction, handle the logistics, choose a low-pressure space, and give them a handwritten note. I planned this because I know you've been caring a lot, and tonight I want you to feel safe enough to drop that. That's not performance, that's contribution. If you implement intention blocks, date nights stop feeling like routine, things that you should be doing, and starts feeling like deliberate contributions that actually land emotionally. Over time, your partner will start feeling chosen more consistently because you're acting from real insight instead of guessing or doing something generic. And because you capture feedback and feed it back during your attention blocks, the relationship becomes a learning loop that steadily rebuilds intimacy and romantic resonance. Thus, when attention and intention comes together, you get connection. And connection is the lived experience of being seen and chosen. Not just being around each other or talking often, but actually feeling that your partner is with you and for you. Attention without intention feels passive. Intention without attention feels performative. But when both are present, your relationship will stop feeling like a practical arrangement and start carrying that romantic resonance again. The signal for connection is specificity, which comes from using real and current insights about your partner and shaping it into contribution that truly fits them. AI deals in averages, but intimacy deals in idiosyncrasies. So if your relationship is running on generic gestures or words, romantic resonance fades. But I'm curious to hear from you, which part breaks down most in your relationship right now? Is it attention or intention? And if you ever used AI in your relationship, where do you draw the ethical line between support and substitution? Let me know in the comments below. So if you remember one thing, let it be this. Connection is not a vibe, it's a formula. Connection is equal to attention plus intention. Use AI to protect your attention and support your intention, but don't let it replace your presence, contribution, and humanity, because that is where real romantic resonance lives. If you've enjoyed this video, I think you would love my previous video on why AI is killing your romantic resonance, where we explored the era of synthetic intimacy and artificial romance. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on so that you don't miss any future uploads. And follow me on my other platforms, because this month we're exploring the art of connection. Thrive tomorrow, live fully today.